with Nico. Those two have the most frags in the server. Simple with 8, Electronic with 7. Middle point here of this first half. Now, needs to be a turning point round, and wow. We're talking about the budget rifles over there for G2, the Galils. Take a look at Na'Vi's buy. Take a look at this. They've gone for Famis's. They need the utility. They're opting for nades here over the firepower of the Silenced M4.
A product of that diffuse round. God, there's a lot of util. Flames all over middle. And smokes for good measure as well. He wants it. Electronic commits. He's only got 13 bullets. He won't have enough. Silence now, but it's Simple's mid-hold. Nico needs this. Ooh, 20 HP and counting. They've already turned a 2v4. And this now a 1v3. Amanek was a component previously.
If he gets moving right now, he can just isolate a one-on-one fight against Bit, the A defender. Perfecto and Boomich still over towards the B side, but he's not to know that. Cuts Noise, takes his time, and has a decent amount of utility to work with this. A smoke could be towards Donut, a molly for Temple. Take a bit of a risk in this situation. You got two options. Try and get that bomb down, or take a fight early, turn it into a one-on-two situation, but Amanek creepy crawly in towards A. Mantle up towards Temple here, and might get an opportunity to find the timing on Bit.
If he starts to reposition. Safe for now.
He's going all the way through CT spawn here. If he goes highway towards B, Perfecto and Boomich are checking. It's back around towards A. This angle Bit might not be expecting here.
He will now. Looking for a plant. Playing for the team. $800 minimum injected into everyone's bank. And oh, he's already low. Bit finding the tip of the head. Now looking to reposition. They're coming.
Edge. When you're close to that min-loss bonus, right? When you're at the bottom of the barrel, as we like to put it, you need to make sure you're picking up all the goodies. They get the AK, they get the M4. They do what they need to do here, because guess what? G2 are about to bounce back with some AKs of their own. No AWP here by the looks of things for Na'Vi. That was huge. Simple, right? That molly, I think it missed. There's no way he should have been able to get away with that. It looked like it was way too shallow. In towards mid, Simple behind the flames gets 2, so the impact right there from Simple was massive. But now we're turning our attention. No more mid control. We're heading straight towards B. They want to punish Perfecto and Boomich.
Early stop molly. Keeps the CTs away from aggressing ramp.
Oh, nice nade.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Already bleeding. And he's gonna, oh, he's coming in. He wants to play ahead of it. Looking the wrong way, it's Boomich. Pierces the ears of Nico. There's pace to this.
They have util as well. They can smoke this off and explode. Nexa already pushed up in K. It could be good for a kill. The spam, trying to make sure nobody's home, but more util being thrown on out from both sides here. Electronic, Perfecto, Boomich, all ready to defend this.
This just looks like an unbreakable site, impenetrable. Jack's giving us all a tutorial.
It's a risky molly. Smokes are coming in the air now.
Simple.
The hit's coming through.
He's coming too. This is going to be a 4-man defense, Chad. It's so telegraphed. No vision. Bullets have connected, but G2 breaking through. Oh, spotted over the boost. Jax is in trouble. If he goes for the plant in the default spot, oh, Simple will connect. Bomb loose and running shy on time.
25 seconds now. Need to get this bomb down, and they think they will.
They're regressing. Went straight through. And good shots out of Hunter. Wow. Competitive now, if anything, favoring G2. Bit found as well. Okay, Simple. What have you got for us? A dag. Not enough. Looking for the body bag. He's opted for the pistol. Amanek hunted. Getting chaotic now. What is this?
Getting a bit shaky here from either side, but that was Hunter stepping up with some massive impact. Those two headshots. Nexa was the first, I believe, on the way on into that site right there. Passive play from Na'Vi. It comes back to bite them. They're hoping to play around behind those smokes. And a timeout now from Na'Vi to have a bit of a discussion. Blade, chance for him to get on the mic with the team here.
They had a really long team huddle. Blade was the only mouth moving in it. He's back on the mic now. 11 rounds into map 1 of our grand final.
G2 are putting up that fight we've been looking for here. It's been some good stuff early. Nico Nexa. Hunter there, he only has 3 kills, but that's an impact round, right? That's an impact round in the early stages of this here.
And you can see Nico. He's got a bloodlust in him. He's got the capacity for those frags, but it's the fact his team follows up with his commit.
One of the things here I want to highlight is the conditioning towards mid. It's actually drawn multiple more members over, right? We've seen Simple and Electronic trying to deal with that early, and then in that round, G2 went towards B early, right? So you can see they're trying to pull these strings. Hunter, smoked off for now. Nades on through.
Not going to miss this time.
Yeah. Get on out of there as Nico again, just the only man tasked with this B lane. They're turning their attention towards A again. Zeus in the hands of Boomich, really?
I think we'll save the sound effect for online.
Fit's got a CZ, perfect weapon for the job up here. Should be good for one.
You can't fumble this. And Fit is striking nicely. The Deagle tested, just shy. And that's the last.
Cleaning house now.
Maybe on the rotate, yeah, caught jumping. Nico should have this every day of the week. Especially Championship Sunday.
Gonna get pushed here, so 1 and 2, and there it is. G2 with 7 rounds to their name. Starting to turn it on here, and their map pick, it felt like it was out of desperation, that Na'Vi map pool. It's beautiful to see, but taking it to Ancient, taking it to the newest map, it's working out so far.
It makes a lot of sense if the confidence was there for their own P side. And Chad, we talk about Ancient having a defensive bias, albeit by a small margin. This is a good haul.
Yeah, right. Historically speaking, for sure. I think here, if Na'Vi are able to get to 8, that's a great bounce back from them, all things considered. But again, it's a couple of Famises in the mix. Simple's got the big green out in his hands, the AWP back in play, and Nico again, they're just like in the contact. He might even walk up on the timing here.
This guy flashed off. Simple knows, and Simple's quicker. That was aggressive out of Nico, but the squad is still coming. The pressure is still mounting.
They're in. It's going to have to be a retake situation here.
Only one kit. Keep your eyes on Perfecto, and Simple plucks Jax from the pack. The hard clear. The B5 there, and straight through the corner. 3, 4 from Simple. This is his world. We're just living in it, looking good for the 6th, and they don't lose a single play. Look at all those AKs, Chad. 4 Kalashnikovs. And 4 frags out of Simple.
Hey, he's just calm about it here, Simple, isn't he? This is the major performance in the final you want to see. Guess what? 17 kills for Simple now.
Just a casual day in the office.
This is the man you all come to see. And he's putting on a show. The first, the flash is fading. Nico trying to take some liberties. The second, the reaction shot. This one, only the bullets to work with there onto Amanek, and they just keep on coming. Simple, he almost does it alone, but his sidekick of Electronic, he takes it away.
Chad, he has the same amount of frags as 3 members of G2 combined.
Quick maths. Doing that not only...
That was a risk.
Yeah, different stakes right now, isn't it? Back again, the AK's out. Slowing it down again in that mid control. Much of a muchness. The boost on over. Nobody aggressive towards Tetris, giving Nexa and Nico some more room to work with. Vecto's been brought over towards Donut here, so a change in the CT defense. They're adjusting on the fly. They took that timeout, and this adjustment's come on through. Spam from Boomich, risky maneuver, bullets back.
Oh, it's close. Narrow margins keep Nico alive.
Since the update, that has been so spammable. It's paper thin, and Boomich thinking about it.
Oh, this is his time. He will swing on this. Oh, but Nico bests him. Everything pointed to Boomich taking that frag, but Nico has pulled it back into an advantage for the G2.
They've actually pulled a massive rotation. Perfecto left Donut, Electronic left top mid. He's trying to babysit over towards this B lane back area, but the rest of the G2 mob are going with what's worked. They go and pressure bit over towards A. He's in Donut again. This time, it's going to be a main push. 4 through, Nico, the only man over towards B.
Got a little idea.
Wait, there's only one smoke on Amanek to take this site. Depends on the positions right now of Electronic and Bit. They can lock this down, the 2 of them.
Oh, well, he doesn't miss. An 18th inscribed in the feed, and Bit collects as well. Oh, it's disastrous. What can you do? Simple Electronic in pursuit of the 7th, and they're just taking it in turns. 2 from Electronic into this one, the lurky boy from Nico. No time.
Just worth the save here. They're going to need that going into the next round of play. The last round here in this first half.
How's the fun?
Yeah, 1,900 coming into the bank balance. I'll let you guys at home do the maths. It's not going to be looking great for some of them. Hunter, Jax, they can buy. Nexa with a Galil. Amanek, yeah, he's in a rough spot here, and Nico is just going to be able to buy some nades. But they should have enough here to make a competitive go at it here in round number 15. But take a look at what Na'Vi have picked up. 4 AKs, 4 AKs in their hand with the AWP. That's a dream here, especially with a player like Bit in the server today. See a MAC-10 coming out, Tech 9, maybe something pacey again, right? We still can see that gear shift that hasn't come in a lot. Hunter Jax, default spread one more time. Mid-control granted. B is where they've taken a big chunk of damage early here. Running through the flames, taking a nade into Boomich. He's got one and there's more to come. Boomich with the second there, shuts them down.
Get out of my house.
Need to find an opening here, the 3-on-5 situation. Boomich is still low. A little bit of map control here mid. They could turn their attention, but it feels like G2 are heading back towards B, and this has been a great first half, but you'd love to get one on the way out the door.
Momentary calm spreads around the Avicii Arena. Last round of our first half, and already with a limped G2 in pursuit of the B-bomb site. Rejig the setup. Hard clear. Jax looking the wrong way. Easy as that. Just 2 remain for Na'Vi to take this half and take it with a W.
Telegraph now. Going to need some bangers of shots here out of Hunter and Amanek. Timer problem. 25. Coming in.
Simple as an AK. Ready for this. They double peek. Need more out of them. That'll do nicely. Na'Vi 8. G2 7, and even a fair here on Ancient.
The conversation coming into this, the battle of Simple versus Nico. Well, Simple, he's here to play right now. 20 kills in the first half. That's massive. That's what you want. That's what you sign up for. Nico with 13. It's not that he hasn't had his moments. You can see how much has been put on him. The fans are loving it.
I can't believe, Chad, that for some reason I had a moment where I didn't know if we'd have a full arena. I don't know why I asked that question. Counter-Strike fans have come from all across the world, and we are absolutely packed tonight. Much love, Stockholm. One more time, can I hear you?
There's the pistol here. P250 in the hands, and Amanek, he rips it straight on out. Big shot through the smoke. Away they go.
A whole lot more. Look at this.
In. The Julies as well.
The Kovac cousins clearing. Nico doesn't need his help. Hunter's just there to spectate. Na'Vi in a tailspin now. 2 casualties very early into the piece, and one of them is Simple. 20 frags will be kept to that in round 16.
This is G2's round now. So much time here for Na'Vi to work with, but they don't have anything as far as control goes. Bit passive. Boomich and Perfecto. That one flash for Perfecto to work with, and well, right now the B-bomb site is pretty open for business. Hunter, he doesn't realize that Boomich is in pocket, has no idea there's very slinked on past. These jiggles is how they're going to confirm the B control. It's running on back now, 50 seconds left, bomb scooped up, Nexa starting to float on over. Nico calls mid-clear. They can start hedging their bets right now, G2, over towards the B-bomb site.
He picked up a couple of nades there. Just as he looks away, pressure mounts for a moment.
Nico's flanking here. This could be the round. He's going to be there so quick. They're going to be so worried about Nexa, Hunter in the site. Nico's going to be here in time.
Oh, he's so quick. Just need to distract him already. Puts Perfecto, pins him to the wall, and it falls apart. Perfect. Unscathed. G2 take a pistol.
That's huge from them, right? This is their pistol. Now they need to do what Na'Vi did. They need to convert in the second rounds. Here's the drama. Here's the problem. Na'Vi, they actually have the highest second round break in the whole tournament. 66.7% for them, right? The highest. The next is FaZe at 57. So right now, if Na'Vi choose to force buy, this is still going to be a difficult task for G2 to get past.
Oof. Satisfying to see the Julies.
Not going to be the force buy, just a light one here with a couple of pistols. Deagles, P250s, a Zeus for Boomich. Oh, Perfecto, this is quick.
Okay, very quick. Will he be cleared? The answer is yes. Nexa provides it. More
Still
to
coming.
come. Yeah, they're just going to deny all of this territory. Boomich has already slipped on through. He's got that Zeus.
Almost the perfect weapon for the job right
here. It could work. Oh, just far away. Just a touch too far.
Good stuff from G2 now. They've mopped this one up, right? Only 2 more players to find Electronic a bit. They're walking into A. Jax to deal with that. Bomb spotted. And that is done. Jax with 2 big kills there to confirm. Now the AKs will come out. The buy should come through from Na'Vi here. G2 have taken the lead again. But let's see what they have installed. This is their map choice. Why have they picked it? What are we going to see in the change-up with the CT side? Both these teams have only played Ancient once throughout this event. The #1 Sexa fan in the audience right there.
Yeah, I think she's lost her voice. Been in the front lines for the entirety of this, and I mean, he just keeps winning.
Look at this buy. Perfecto into a Deagle, left $800. Boomich is, we've got the Galils. This is odd, and they have to deal early with Hunter. The Molly's going to corral them.
It might bait them. They might think it's just
Not
the A
clearing.
player. They're not going to clear him. Simple!
Oh!
Everything suggested that was Hunter's frag, but Simple turns around and slaps him.
How's he done that?
No idea.
You can't be missing those. Not like this. They're coming on in. Amanek's turn. He doesn't miss.
He's going to have to find a whole lot more than that. I love the smoke and play around it. Nico's got a nade and the FAMAS is there. Nico gone. Only one man, and it is that MP9. Clearing does spot the first. There's more to be found, and there's an AK for him to play with, it looks like. And he'll answer his own questions now with the smoke fading.
It's great answering these questions, but Perfecto has the rotation. Bit taking the bomb all the way over towards B. Perfecto right now, if he guesses correctly, he can deny next to the territory, but look at this, coming through Donut. He might slip straight past. He might be able to make his way up and behind. Perfecto won't be ready for this.
He might spot him when he mantles. He might. He's not moving though.
Bit's looking. Bit's ready for this fight. He needs to win this, or Nexa could just run on in.
Oh, he didn't spot him. Just slips the corner.
This is the gap. He's through.
Oh my God, he hasn't seen him. No idea. Nexa has managed to thread the needle between these two. Perfecto's still worried about A.
Bomb's halfway gone. Over halfway gone now.
He has a smoke and a kit.
He's looking to save. Nexa could pull this off.
No. Smoke on the site now.
He's not going for it. He's just saving.
picking it
He had
up.
everything he needed and more.
Oh, wow.
Gives it up. No idea. In the dark, and Na'Vi, they walk away with that one. That was a biff on A. Stuck in the A main choke point. That initial kill, how does Simple hit that? He's not even looking.
Hunter needs a little bit of a pep talk after that one. That will get under his skin. Make no mistake.
Whew. Not going to get too many opportunities like that in a final like this, right? The player's not looking your way.
Simple staring at a stone wall as you pull the first trigger.
Yeah, going to need to convert those. Look, it's not the end of the world for G2 right now. They can get back in here. That saved AK, actually worth its weight in gold. This is it. Not looking. And it manages to hit that one there. Red face for Hunter, but 9-9. We're still tied up. B control taken. Lane is Boomich, Perfecto there to chip on in. Lots of space right now for Na'Vi to work with as G2. They wait and receive for this kind of attack. Nico in lamps. Kit's in play, util there.
Oh, that's an opener. Nexa just wants info and he gets a bullet straight between the eyes, and there's more to come. Simple, 22 frags here in round 19. Posturing for control. Nico advancing straight through the flames. Oh my God. And there's more. Electronic at least keeps the advantage in Na'Vi's court, and we've got 60 seconds for this one to once again slow down only for a moment. They've cleared out Bit. Things will level out and things will slow down.
Jackson's still coming here. If Jax pushes the issue, if he gets a bit of a timing right now, they're going to lock them in towards Cave. All three grouped up. Hunter here as well. They've hedged their bets correctly. Everybody from G2 can respond to this.
Simple's responsibility, and it's Jax's to make the choice as to when he strikes. Contact to be found here. Smoked off. Now Hunter. A lot of opportunities coming his way. And that's a quick one. Nice headshot. Tucks in. Playing for Amanek's fall. And nice from Hunter. 2 headshots.
He's aware.
And he knows where they're coming from.
He's going A.
One-on-one. 15 seconds and Jax is on the hot pursuit. Perfecto will get the bomb down. Jax is going to be just behind him.
The chase is on. The time is the problem here. He has to just plant. Jax knows he has to stick it.
Plants for the A-Hall side. Jax makes a step. Holds the headshot angle. The Frenchman up against the Russian, and Jax will take it. Vengeance and a 10th. G2 find double digits first, and that is 3 of these 4 defensive rounds going their way.
Great stuff from Jax there. Pressure situation. Absolutely precious situation. You see the games that are being played late. You know, Perfecto, in that moment, understanding he has enough time to run towards A, not stalling out, not getting worried about the fight, but Jax, he takes the time. He understands how that game can be played, and then his aim, he backs it. He takes the fight, wins it with ease, and puts Na'Vi back in a questionable situation where they take their second timeout. Now, the last time Na'Vi took a timeout, they immediately bounced back, right? Blade changed the script. He flipped it on them. They have enough money to buy here, at least on a couple of their players. Boomich with 4.6, Perfecto 4.5, Simple with 4.7. The other two of Electronic and Bit, look, it's not going to be great, but they can justify the purchase because it was a one-on-one. Right now is where you want to keep the pressure on, and this has been the story of this entire map so far. Neither team has been able to break away from economical woes. You haven't been able to build a bank. This has been a back-and-forth game. Great stuff there from Hunter, right? He set this one up. He hit some big shots. He made up for the boo-boo in the previous, and that buy is out.
Perfecto's usually good for those. You can see he's almost a surprise to him.
He's pretty good in the clutch. Tech 9, Mac 10. Still the default spread for Na'Vi, not wanting to take any risks early. Simple teed on up to take the mid-fight, but nobody going to push the issue. Again over towards B, and this time early cave presence. Deep molly towards the divider. This is going to hold them back, but Nico's already ran through these flames. Will he do it again?
I think he's had enough of that.
Two of them here, they are going to fight.
Through the fire and flames as it fades, and it is a Dragon Force of Na'Vi breathing life into round 20. Hunter's silenced as well. This one will just peter out into nothingness, and those 3 frags happen very quickly.
We haven't had a lot of this, right? We haven't had a huge amount of saving going on, but the issue right now for G2 is Simple is on the prowl. He's already close mid. Jackson and Amanek are over towards that site. Simple can actually start crawling, right? If anybody has the liberty to overstep the line in the server right here, it's him and Nico. The bomb ushered in towards the site will go down. Electronic is also starting to turn his attention for the hunt, right? They can probably throw 2 guns at this. You can justify giving 2 bodies away. Amanek and Jax need to hold on to this. There's no loss bonus going forward for them. 1,400 in the next. If they want to be competitive in the next round, they need to live.
Deerstalker's firmly affixed to Simple's head.
Still have 20 seconds for this. There's a clear intention. They are looking for the G2 members.
If he steps, they will hear it from Donut. He's walked the whole way. Tucked in tight. Light on time here. There's going to be contact. There's going to be contact. Hold! And that'll do. Jackson Amanek holding on to everything. And they commit 3 to that, Chad.
Yeah, maybe bitten off a bit more there. You can shoot Na'Vi. The drop should be fine. They can work this one out, but they aren't going to be building that bank we keep talking about. For G2, keeping 2 alive with the cheapness of these M4s, right? It puts them in a position where they can actually drop guns, right? The buy that you would have been seeing coming into this round, it would have been nothing if they lost those. So this is huge for them. They can stay competitive. We can keep this one tight. 10-10, all tied up here. You know, there's no defining point. Neither team is relenting right now.
I've seen Nico's Deagle do unreasonable things and whistles one past the ear of Boomich.
Space taken though, and they've loved this pressure. Both teams are fighting over cave control quite religiously here, and that's a great nade. Electronic chunked on down. Just dropping a couple of extra nades, yeah.
Oh, smoke. Yep, nice extinguish. Will buy time and maintain control at least of the site, but cave now occupied. Suppressing wallbang deters Nico from the safety of that corner.
He's going to have to take a risk here, Nico. Looks like he's pushing forward. Flashed off for now, but I think he'll reconsider that.
Deep smoke to buy time, maybe a bit of attention towards this cave. Hard clear on Boomich, and he's taking the here, and that's not bad, but that's better. Boomich gives us a 4v3. It's so telegraphed.
The second wave's coming. They want to push. Jax is coming in. Jax.
Got to clear him. Boomich looking the wrong way. That's great. We need a whole lot more. Oh, Jax delivers when it matters most, and there's more knocking on the door. Bit silences him, but still that 2v2. Can't deny the plant. Hunter chooses not to reveal who he's coming from. Time on that smoke, fading now. Oh, pressure. This could be interesting. He looks away. Amanek has a chance, but Simple again. Quick adjustment. They're both in here. And he found the first one, doesn't clear the box. Bit holds his nerve again. That's another 1v1 for Bit.
That hidey hole right there really played into that round. You could see how Na'Vi used it, and that was so much pressure, but immediately the shoe put on the other foot. G2 are the ones who are broke right now, and this back and forth nature, this is what you want to see. This is what it's all about. 1v1s, as close as you like. No timeout being called here. Jax, you know, you feel he's done so much here. The second is great. Rock in a hard place. Having to worry about Cave and Long goes on down. But Simple's done that twice now with the readjustment. He's looked away and adjusted in time. Saving his team when they need him most. Well, you can't deny his presence in the server right now. 23, but guess who's rocked up to play as well? Electronic with 17. The big boys, they're here tonight. Full eco taken. Hedging over towards the A side of things at G2. This one here should be a foregone conclusion. Look how forward Electronic is. He's taking so much space. Regardless of these rotations back on over, Simple might get to pad his stats even more so here. They're combing through mid.
It's so insane to me that Bit can... Oh, there shouldn't be anything more than this. He can hit those heads every single day. Continues to farm up. And with 3 added to his tally, Electronic cleans up. 73% headshot ratio from this kid. I can't quite process that. The average at the previous majors, we're talking 40, 50. And over the course of this undefeated spree, he has been body bagging through the dome more often than not.
This is a really important round right now. We move into this loss bonus at 2,900. Sure, it's okay for G2, but if they lose everything, if the Hunts stay religious like they have been for Na'Vi, that could be a real issue. And remember, this is the map pick of G2. We go into Nuke next. Na'Vi have won 17 in a row. The Na'Vi Nation, they're out in full force tonight. There's G2 fans here though as well.
There certainly is a cheering section. Yavici Arena willing Na'Vi for a 13th, but as you've highlighted, Chad, this is a lot for G2 riding on round 23.
Going to be some issues here. Light on util, right? Don't have all the flashes, all the HEs. They also don't even have a defuse kit. Keep that in the back of your mind here. If we find ourselves in another post plan, it might have to be a save, and Na'Vi will then get up to round number 13. Mid-control utility out. Mid-control fight coming on through. Amanek thrust forward. Just the default spread again here. Nothing
quick.
different.
He wants a look.
That's going to be heard now.
They'll know he's there. The Cousins to be tested here as Perfecto does burn down to 39. Has a glance, nothing to report. But here comes Na'Vi.
4 of them.
Yeah, they're ready. Bait and switch. Nico takes the first. Nexus here as well. Surely they pull the plug on this one.
Yeah, that cancel right there. Perfecto with the lick of the flames. They were on high alert. They knew that they were close. When you do a play like that, you want to make sure you don't make any sound cues in that regard. You know, footsteps can be masked by the flames, but there, when you get licked on up, you know what's coming. The space is still in their favor here, but G2, it feels like they've already dispelled this. That round felt threatening. Now that it didn't work, Na'Vi are petering out. They are getting that control, but this time there's nobody in the fight, in the sight. 2 smokes, couple of flashes.
Must-win round. All the CTs, Simple, readies himself for war. Smoke indicates a commitment, only 40 health. Nico looking the wrong way, and so are they! He gets away with it, but the site is now taken. Boomich swinging in, delivers. It's Nexa to keep him humble, but look at Na'Vi's name in the feed. Another chance for Simple. Oh God, did he get him? He actually did. Hunter's gone. Khatti and Amanek.
They're committed now. Look how far Amanek is. He's also leering into the site. Looks like they're going for this.
He's not going to forget about that box this time.
Yeah, but no kit here. Time of problem.
You're right. Do peek in. One of the three presents in the cave. They're both there. They dream if they had a smoke, and they do. Jax surely can drop it. Oh, but he's been fumbling with his nades, and they both line up for him. 2 more headshots for the tally, and Bit puts G2 down in the dumps.
Move over, Scream. There's a new headshot machine. Bit's the man. He's legit. You've never seen a rookie like him stepping up on the stage. Major grand final, first in 2 years, and another clutch.
He's just collecting. He's farming. There was a real chance, Chad, and then Bit happens. Look at him. He makes him do backflips. And it means a lot to Sasha as well. 13, and that's a death sentence for G2. They're only going to have one more chance. And this one, surely a freebie.
You can see again, back down to the pistols here, and Na'Vi more pep in their step now. They can smell blood. They're going quick, and Boomich gets 2. Nexa with something, but this is Na'Vi surging forward now. 14, more than a likelihood.
There's a small universe, Chad. Just a tiny one.
You're telling me Nico with a deagle can get a couple of headshots?
He's done it once, or twice.
His biggest problem right now is he's on the wrong side of the map. So as Na'Vi just slink their way in through A main, connected at the hip, all 4 members, it will be Nexa and Amanek. And they should fight for this. They will be able to buy in the next round of play. The loss bonus is finally with them. If they can make this costly, if they can continue to put Na'Vi in pressure situations, it's going to play into their confidence as well. Smoked off. That's almost completely denied here. What are they meant to do? Nico, yeah, sure, he's coming. Unless you hit a bullet through the smoke, it's going to have to be an absolute banger here.
Yeah, no kit to be seen. The bomb now planted, uncontested. I say uncontested. A brief chance and through the smoke, simple. He's heading towards the 30, Chad, and they just come into him as easy as that.
Nico now taking a look, trying his luck. And there he is again, 28 now. I think what we're witnessing here is Simple realized, I think, right? I feel that this man on our screen right here, there's a conversation, it's in the pubs. We know how good he can be. This one's for the resume.
Yeah.
All right, well, the guns are back out. Amanek, first time we've seen him into the AWP, but it has to be desperation stations right now for G2. Changing the setup, they're going for a 4-man heavy B lean. Might want to fight, might want to control, they're going in. Molly's now hold them at bay, but they want to force, they want to push, and they've actually smoked them off. They've given them the space, it's just Boomich who's through.
Desperation stations, or is it time for some domination? From the Na'Vi Nation, what? Right between the eyes, Nexa tucked in tight. And 15 looms now, doom almost certain. They might have to gamble. Do you really just split your resources 2-2?
What do you do against that? I'm in awe right now. G2.
I don't know how much Nexa even saw of him.
Oh, I don't know what Simple saw. There's still a chance for G2 in this round. Let's pull ourselves together here as they've hedged their bets over towards A. A massive gamble stack. Massive gamble stack. They're reading Na'Vi in this one. Bits forward, there's 3 to find. This is going to get deadly right now. G2 could do this.
There's a chance. 45 and counting. Pressure on Na'Vi to clear the site. Bomb needs to be planted within this 40-second window. And already Hunter fends them off at the gate. Another, this time Amanek puts his name in the feed. It's coming together, the Samurai.
There's time to rotate. Electronic has the top mid control. Oh. It's only Nico over towards B. If he can deal with Boomich, he can win the round. G2 need to rejig this, and Hunter's trying to cut them off at the pass as well. This is about to get dicey, 20 seconds.
There's so much to go on. They're through. Hunter won't strike immediately. This is the clear. He needs both. Nico. Oh, and he goes down to the dig. The site's open for business. Electronic keeping Amanek in spawn. Oh, Amanek, this is such a big frag for you. Not known to be the world's best on the AWP, but he's found him. Only Simple can save them. Hunter's already on the site and Simple's pushed up. They're going to clear him. His own judgment.
He didn't
Hunt
look.
didn't clear.
He didn't look. He didn't look.
Amanek, can you really do it again? He's hyper aware.
Oh!
Oh, they called upon him, and in their dire moments, Amanek has saved them. 3 frags, Chad. Otherwise, it's curtains.
That was the screamer of Simple to kick things off. We're going to catch it again on the replay, I'm sure. The flick of the AWP right there. They had everything they needed and more. But G2, that's brilliant. Check this one out. Bang! On the peak, he's down. But this here, holding them back, not letting them through, forcing them elsewhere. Amanek does a lot, staying cool under pressure. And this could have been a genius clutch from Simple. Stepping into the line, knew he had to make a move, and Amanek just deals with it. There's some life in G2 yet. Another timeout here, third called for Na'Vi now. Blade back on the mic. G2, the resistance we want to see, we're seeing it now.
You guys are fantastic.
Spy's a little rough around the edges here for G2. They have the AWP still, but an MP9 for next to the buy, much better for Na'Vi in this. And Amanek, 20 kills to his name. How much more can he do? Electronic, this is looking quick. They're coming out. And that's
Jax.
one. Jax is dead.
Oh no, straight through the smoke. Electronic doesn't need to see them to find them. 21 and counting, and now Nico has an entire squad coming knocking on his door. Slinking away, and no test immediately. That would be nicely. Gets away with it. What was 3v5 now established into just 4.
Take their time, be a case of hurry up and wait here for the CTs. They've already done pretty good as far as the gamble stacks go. You can leave Nico over towards this A side, B side. Maybe his name alone is enough to ward them away. But Na'Vi are taking their time as well. Bomb about to be scooped up from Bit here. He's taking this walk all the way back through. Simple Perfecto towards Long, Boomage still in towards Cave. This really, truly is all on Nico right now if the hit was to come.
Simple's already made it very clear that he is in this grand final. Maybe Nico's turn.
They're not rotating. They didn't move on the flash. It's just
him.
Nico.
It's just him. Nicola in a lot of trouble. 30 seconds. Where is the cavalry? He's gone down. Bit opens up the account for Na'Vi, and the rest surely is history.
They have to save. They have to save. It's a horrible position to be in. This is going to be 15 now for Na'Vi. 15 on the board of Ancient. The curveball pick coming on through, and they've made it there first. Now it has to be the save. There's no other choice right now for G2. Tail between their legs. Amanek's going to hold on to that AWP next to with the M4, but they broke it through. Flashbacks now for G2. They've been in the final. This is the third in the last 2 years on LAN. And every single time they've stepped up against Na'Vi, they've just been battered away. It's looked way too easy.
It's got better every time, right?
Slowly, but surely, the games have gotten closer and closer. This time round, they pushed them again, but does it stop here? Overtime, still a chance for this one. The loss bonus, we speak about it all the time. There's enough money to drop guns. Facilitating another round here for G2 to put up some form of resistance. But those flashbacks I'm talking about, is this the boogeyman? Can you beat them? Can you stop them? You get here time and time again, but they say no.
You just don't know how it feels to beat Na'Vi. You've got nothing to call upon in terms of experience of how that feels, how that works. Na'Vi have got your number time after time. Surely Electronic doesn't get another this time. He gave him a double entry on his patrol through mid. He's through. Nico could be tested early. Oh, booked! The combination, white screen from Simple, Electronic. Oh, and he's been equalized early. That will slow things down.
Amanek's putting up a fight here, leading the charge for his team, and they need him to step up. 4v4, this one is going to slow down again. Simple forward, Perfecto dealing with any pushes towards B, and it's coming their way. Amanek posted up, slinking on down. Perfecto just under the scope. And there it is, the shots are back. Perfecto's low, and Nexa wants to take the fight. Flash on over, Perfecto jumps away, and there it is, another kill, but Amanek has done a lot to make that happen.
It's only going to be Jax. The fact that Simple's still going to be showing face on B, they're not going to go. Oh my god, he's been deleted. We don't even get to see it. Up to Hunter now, he has managed to pull one out of the hat. He's got to push this, he can isolate. It's a one-on-one, a duel, and he's lost it. Boomich takes off the head. A 2-on-1 established. Amanek, he's been so good. In the grand final, he's the one pulling G2 through. But a 1v2, the bomb is ticking. And that's the end of that. 16-11. G2's pick goes the way of the Na'Vi Nation.
One more map stands between Na'Vi and an undefeated major run. Never done before in Counter-Strike history. Na'Vi, 16 rounds is separating them from history.
They tried all the tricks in the book, Chad. Ancient brought into that veto, and it did look like we could have had the most competitive grand final for G2. You said they can't get this boogeyman out of their back. They just can't seem to beat this team.
Well, what's up next? Nuke, Na'Vi, 17 in a row. The last time they lost this map was in May. But let's throw it over the desk to break this one down.
Yes, you can see again the Na'Vi logo on the Avicii Arena. Na'Vi on top in this series. And the bad news for G2, obviously, is that the curveball, well, it's been knocked out the park by Na'Vi. The first test has been passed. So let's talk about what we saw. Obviously, joining me on the desk, it's Storin, Maniac, and Yanko. Guys, you know, I liked the pick. I liked the Ancient pick. I thought it was a smart play. It seemed to be paying off very early. But what it seemed to me it came down to is there was a couple of moments where individuals just weren't as exceptional as the Na'Vi players are.
I think Yanko said it best in the pregame. It's like, at this point in time, the Na'Vi team is so good. The map doesn't matter. Like, for example, when Bit actually in the second half was popping off there, if he's just going to hit headshot after headshot with the AK, that's not even about, like, the tactics at that point in time. You're just breaking the round open.
Yeah, I think the problem was for G2, great start. They win that 2v4 early on in the first half as well. That's, you know, a huge momentum shift type of a round. And in the second half, though, the problem was that they couldn't get their economy stabilized. It was at 14-10 the first time that Amanek could afford an op, and he got 3 kills with it.
Yes.
Right? So that was the main issue. Every time they need to just close out one of these retakes, one of these post plants, so that Na'Vi has to eco, they couldn't do it. It was Bit coming up with some massive clutches in the second half.
The weapons that Na'Vi can use is just too many. They're limited at this point. Not only do you have Simple posting 32 kills, which is, by the way, in the grand final, insane. You have the consistency of Electronic coming in with multiple entry kills.
Yes.
Plurals, entry kills at key moments. And even when G2 is on the cusp of breaking Na'Vi, we have one of these 2 clutches on the B side who actually steps up. Bit, the rookie of the grand final. He wins 2 clutches back-to-back in weapon rounds. This is the reason why Na'Vi's backs is never against the wall, because in all of these moments, someone steps up, bails them out of misery.
There's 2 angles I've got to hit for G2 here. One, because we all wanted to imagine a world where this could be an amazing final and super competitive and go to 3 maps, we all took it for granted that Nico would go ham. And he had an okay game. He had some rounds in the first half that were good, but he wasn't, I mean, half the time he wasn't on the right side, unfortunately. He just wasn't able to get into the game and have a big performance. And then the other angle I've got to go with is, there is one round that sticks out in my mind, which is when Nexa got the timing, he was through, and then inexplicably just decided to back off and save, basically. Like, that was one of those examples right there, what we were talking about before. Like, are you here to just play the final, or are you here to win the final? You got to go for the big balls player there, mate. Even if it fails completely, your teammates are going to at least look at you and go, he went for it in that scenario. Because playing it conservative when you're on your curveball, I don't think that's the move.
No, it definitely wasn't. And I think there was a lot of that going on. I mean, there were a couple of individual moments where the G2 players just looked like they couldn't really get this game by the scruff of the neck.
And to bounce back on the Nico point, you're absolutely correct. It ties back up to Yanko's idea. You have to give your players the map they can shine on.
Yes.
How many times on the CT side did we feel that Nico was completely blocked, boxed in that cave area?
Yes.
And he was trying to go for picks, he was trying to go for multi-kills. It worked once, and never was he found again. He didn't have the impact that G2 needed to start the engine. He was just not in his element.
Yeah, and obviously someone who was in their element, Simple,
God.
the MVP.
Ridiculous.
We've said that he hasn't actually had as many stellar games as you would think here. But the ridiculousness is he's just dropped 32 kills, you know, on an opponent's map pick, on a map that's relatively new to the pool and one that maybe Na'Vi don't play a lot of. effortless.
And the other thing that I get worried about is this not only is Simple warmed up, and yes, he's winning the opponent's map pick. In theory, map you don't even really play at the moment. But then you think, G2 even won some clutches in this game.
Yeah.
Like, this actually could have been even more lopsided. Remember, if you're a brand new fan watching, this isn't like Na'Vi's pick or something they're forcing. So if they're this good on this map, we're obviously going to get to it in a minute, but it's not a great omen for the rest of the series.
Well, no, it definitely isn't. And I'll also add as well, I don't think G2 could have asked for a better start because it actually was a bit of nerves at play. We saw some very shaky rounds out of Na'Vi. Yes. We saw the rookies and the inexperience come in, a little bit there. And actually, statistically, those players, it even took a few rounds for Bit to get warmed up.
Yeah, all in all, I mean, the T side was pretty good. I don't think you can really ask much more than that after losing the pistol round. And we did see, Boomage, Perfecto, and Bit in the first half lagging behind a little bit. Bit definitely stepped up with some of those clutches, crucial kills. Even the last round, that kill Boomage gets on Hunter really, seals the deal. They might have prolonged the game a little bit after that. But just to touch a little bit on the Nico point, what was so clear is like he's so determined to put the game to take the game into his own hands to an extent. How many times did we see him try to find someone towards B on that ramp, or even the round where he gets flashed in and pushes Simple all the way and just barely can't get around the corner to get the headshot, and Simple proceeds to get a 4K, and now he wins the flawless round. So even on the CT side, the EK plays, the running through his own molly, right? I like, in a sense, I like that because G2 constantly tried to take the game to Na'Vi. They weren't playing scared in some of these rounds. They tried to aggress, but the problem is Na'Vi was just punishing it. We saw 2 or 3 rounds in the second half. After 15 seconds, it's a 5v3 for Na'Vi.
I know, and it's the needle. You're talking about Nico and what he was playing. That's the needle they thread against Heroic, and he turned out great, and he worked out, and he created this insane narrative that we all witnessed. Nico pushing the envelope, going for the extra risk because he feels like he's got to. It is a win condition for G2. I just wanted to quickly touch on Simple as well. The stats: 32 kills, 20 of these from the first half, an 8-7 half where Na'Vi were pushed when G2 were winning clutches. The moment where they needed his superstar, he rather put them on the map. He put them on track, and this is why he's a legend, and this is why he's a superstar.
Yeah, indeed. Boomage might be the in-game leader, but Simple very much the leader of this team. We're going to go to a quick break. G2 will have another chance to beat Na'Vi. The bad news is it's going to be on Nuke. We'll explain.
So I went mid to fake default because that was the call to fake default.